Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the podcast. Before we finish up, as I mentioned off the top, quick little around the grounds. I don't know if you boys have seen, we have never spoken about the election, and we probably never will speak about the election. It's not really our thing. But something that came across my desk in the last 24 hours was...
You're running. You're running.
What about it?
Yeah.
The MacPack Party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm up. Yeah, I'm up for it.
Let's go.
Vote one. No, what happened was, and I don't think it was on Sunrise, but it is the lady who is from Sunrise and a guy, I think as part of they do a little bit of chitter-chatter. The two people going at it. What are the names?
The debate.
Dutton and Albanese.
Yeah.
They did a bit of a debate, yes. And one of the questions that they asked was around the cost of living crisis that is taking place.
I'm familiar.
And it reminded me of a great game we play here called How Much Did I Pay? Now, I'm not saying they've ripped us off because there's been a few iterations of our game, such as Cost is Correct. And I think Larry Emden might have run one a few years ago, something about the price being nearly almost not incorrect.
I don't remember.
The price being left.
But what thought I'd play with you really, really quickly is because we had both Dutton and Albanese have a crack at this very game.
Nice.
What I want to ask you boys is
get them on.
How much?
Their final debate.
We'll just play Cost is Correct with it. How much would a 12-pack carton go for it?
I was going to say, what if they did one like, like how obviously your opinion is swayed by who's talking. So maybe they could take a little hint from the Masked Singer and they could do the masked debate.
That's not bad, actually. That's actually
Mainly
not
I just
bad.
want to say the name.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, the masked debate.
Do you reckon you would... It took a long time for us to get that.
Yeah, I had to say it twice.
The masked debate. That would be a different show altogether, but equally as entertaining. So Cost is Correct. We're playing. It's Joe Junior versus Dutton and Albanese.
Wow,
We've got 12 eggs from. They've given the prices from both Woolworths and Coles. I'll take a ballpark figure. Let's go. It doesn't really matter. Let's go the Woolworths price. How much would 12 eggs?
Like real eggs or chocolate eggs?
No, chicken ones. The ones that come out at chicken time.
Okay.
Not
How much is it? I've never bought eggs. I don't like eggs. Joe buys eggs all the time.
No, I'm off eggs. I haven't eaten eggs all year.
Oh, really?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Good candidates for the game. How much are we locking in? Joe, text it to me and Riley text it to me as well. And then I'll get Albanese to text me his and I'll get Dutton to fling his through as well.
Wow.
You can take that mask off, Ledge.
Are they cagged or are they free range?
Yeah.
Okay.
12 or
check.
Baker's doesn't?
Bakers.
Baker's doesn't want
free range. They're free range. 12.
Oh, Pavo.
No, opposite.
Pavo!
Free range is
No,
good.
that's better.
Oh.
Caged is
Cagged is
not
bad.
ideal. All right, Joey's locked in his answer.
They wouldn't be $1 a pop, would they? Let me have a think. I don't know. They wouldn't be 50 cents a pop.
Just
Now you're just saying what they're not. I don't think you get the game.
the crazy thing is that they
got
have
no
whole
idea.
chickens that have lived alive for $2 or whatever.
Yeah. That's a whole different debate.
Roasting next door.
Okay, Joe has locked in $7. Riley has gone with $8.50.
Okay.
We're going to play the clip and let it play out for you. This is what our two other competitors said.
Mr. Dutton, do you know how much they cost?
About $4.20.
No, you might get half a dozen.
Mr. Albanese?
$7 if you can find them, because it's hard to find them at the moment.
Yeah, you're looking at, I reckon you're looking at 8 plus. No?
Yeah, there you go. It's the Sunny Queen 12 eggs from Woolies. They're $8.80 from Coles. They're slightly cheaper at about $8.50.
Out of touch.
Marginally out of touch to go $4.
$4.20. Blaze out. What a guess.
So I think you won,
Yeah, I won.
Riley. So just
I'm
want to know
the
when
most
you're.
touched.
Want to know when you're. Yeah, we know you've been touched. Just want to know when you're going up for the.
The masked debate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next year.
soon.
That's
yeah,
exciting.
Soon. Me and Dutton are going to have a mask debate.
Huge. Congratulations. It's nice to see the big wigs are playing our games.
Yeah.
Number
Do they
2.
do whistle game?
That was the next question.
Yeah.
What is the Telstra ad song?
Oh, that's a good one.
Number 2 on our agenda here. We've only got 3 items that I want to go through. Number 2, it's a bit of a sad one. It took place today. I don't know if you saw, Junior Boy. It came up in episode 227 of the podcast. And it is one of the few people here on the podcast who have been, as we mentioned at the time, double crowned with Everyday Heroes.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, and yeah.
Can you remember what you gave Anthony Edwards his hero for in episode 227?
The little kid. He
The
wore
little-
his wristband.
Correct.
It
The
was
little
like the
kid-
kid who was sick.
Correct. The little kid named Luca
Yeah.
was sick. I do notice now that it sounds like it's taking a path. It's not taking as hectic a path as it may have initially.
Yeah.
Luca, the kid,
Yeah.
he had cancer. I think he's still... Anyway, I think he might still have cancer. I did not mean for that to be...
Yeah, he
Yeah.
still might be sick.
Yeah, I think he's still sick. Anyway, Luca gave Ant a wristband,
Yeah.
and Ant promised he was going to wear the wristband
Forever.
for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Today, LeBron and Anthony Edwards played off in game 4 of the playoffs. And this is what happened.
Oh.
Ball is loose on the floor. Anthony Edwards goes down. LeBron, unfortunately, gets a
LeBron the goat.
finger into the wristband. Wristband goes flying.
Oh, the wristband broke off his wrist.
Wristband is off his
And did his
wrist.
ACL.
It did look a bit hectic at the end.
That's so good. I thought
The wristband is... He's still got it on, but it is now broken.
Luca, get cooking again. It had something written on it, didn't it?
Yeah, it had like live, life, love or something along those lines.
it's pretty cool that he's made that and now LeBron has touched it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that it's been on Anthony.
Yeah, that was a
Edwards
great
for
story.
fucking 3
I
months.
thought the kid may have passed away.
I didn't know, I didn't-
was
yeah,
really
that-
I was really like, oh, this is a fucking
That
downer.
only dawned on me about halfway through telling the story. That we're coming in with quite a somber tone.
Yeah,
but
when you said had cancer, I was like, oh, that's never good. Well, sometimes it is, I guess.
it's good if you know
If you
longer.
beat it, yeah. But then I was thinking, no, now he's just stopped wearing the bracelet. Like,
No.
Yeah, right.
I
So
was like,
still
geez,
wearing
this
the
is rough,
bracelet.
but it was an
But
accident.
it is a bit sad that the bracelet, as of today, has been broken. So stay tuned over the news regarding the new bracelet. You
That's
mentioned at the
huge.
time all of his teammates had bracelets given to them as well. So maybe they'll just do a bit of a pass the parcel.
Oh, okay.
And one of the role players or the bench players will
yeah.
hand him his.
yeah.
Hope so. That's cool. Good on you, Ant.
Okay, and lastly, we're doing the MacPack Performers Review. Keep flying them through.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've got one that I want to read out. This one's pretty funny. We're not going to read out too many because it took a little while. What do you love about the MacPack podcast?
Where can you access this link to fill out this form?
Head
Zach?
into the link in our link in bio. It's in our link in bio.
Or
Performance
in the
Review.
show notes.
Or in the show notes. Jump in, let us know what you think about the podcast, and feel free to have a little dig like this legend has. What do you love about the MacPack? This person has replied, when Joe talks about money and how rich he is.
Must be
Yes.
very
Which we
nice.
haven't done in a while.
Yeah, Joe's
No.
common man.
Because of cost of living, I've been laying low.
Joe also guessed nearly the lowest amount for the eggs as well.
yeah,
which
it
is
was
lower.
you and Dutton down the bottom.
Yeah, just hanging out with the
Well,
chickens.
Me and Albo, the common man.
Common man, yeah.
What do you dislike about the MacPack? When Joe doesn't talk about how rich he is.
Okay, fair enough.
So he wants this to be more just about Joe's finances,
Yeah.
or he or she. They're always anonymous.
Yeah.
One piece of honest feedback you'd give the boys: Joe should share his money with the bros
This person likes Joe a lot.
and treat them to Nobu or dinner.
Oh.
Novo. I don't even eat seafood. Why would I do that?
I heard a funny joke over the weekend. One of my mates told me it wasn't very funny, but he said it was going to be funny.
Yeah.
He said it was back when he had a girlfriend, and then she was like, "Why don't we do something nice and go out for dinner tonight? Why don't we go to Nobu?" And he replied, "Nobu."
Nice.
It sucked then and it sucked now.
There you
You
go.
replied very well.
Nice.
And lastly, roast the lads. All right, we're all friends here. Roast the lads, and
Here we
we
go.
might share these
Wonder who this will
on
be about.
air. Well, hilariously, it's not about you. it simply says, and we'll finish the
get your
show.
money out.
We'll finish the show on this, but it says Junior, and you can work out whatever you want about this
Okay.
statement, but it says Junior looks like a paintbrush. So
Oh, wow.
not really sure what that
I don't
means.
know.
But ever since I read it, I haven't seen you in the same light.
There I am.
Paintbrushing around.
Paintbrush. I like to see myself as one of the rollers.
Yeah.
Very versatile. Get the job done quick.
Yeah.
Quick and effective.
I'm not sure, like paintbrush.
Oh, nice. I wonder who that was. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. That's the whole point of it being anonymous.
There you go.
Love it, boys. Until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mum a hug.
It's ciao for now. Bye now.